Hey guys, Cody here, KIG Outdoors, and today, as you can tell behind me, that sun is shining. It is not raining for once, and the pond is back up. So we're gonna put the tiny boat into the water. Now, guys, I know this video should have been out a month ago. I know for a fact it should have been, but there's just so many things in life that have happened. Some of the things with the little boat that have happened, and you know, just things just didn't line up perfectly for me to get out here. Just some obstacles that you got to overcome, but so we've overcome them. We're going to put the tiny boat in the pond and we're going to show you how it floats. So y'all hang around, let's get it in the water. Alright guys, so we actually already put it in the water, as you can tell behind me, and yeah, sexy, ain't she? Guys, this has been a kind of a little bit of a struggle just getting to this point, getting it out here to be able to videotape this. There's been a lot of obstacles and a lot of things that have happened, and like I said, this isn't the first time I've had it out. Matter of fact, I think the first time I had it out was that same week that I put up the video about the live well. I actually got it out here. I think that was back in April, and we put it in the water, and I think the water temperature was like 53 degrees and the air temperature was 65, but I got it out here and quickly learned I had a problem. Nothing that I couldn't fix, but it had to be addressed. And what I mean by that is as you'll notice, there's a nice new, well, not new, it's a 1971 Everroot 4.5 horse, but there's a motor on the back of it. And I had every intention of putting a motor on the back of it when I built this, but I didn't know it was going to be that quick. So what happened was I come out that April, put her in the water, and of course I had some friends here just in case some things went wrong. Put it in the water, it floated like a dream. Like, I couldn't believe how well it floated. I was shocked, as you can tell, how high it was sitting out of the water. It just blew my mind how well this thing was doing. And then I dropped the trolling motor down. I get up on the front and quickly notice how unstable this boat is. Now, this is what they call like a semi V hull. What that is the front is V-hulled, the back is flat, like a flat bottom, and you kind of get the best of both worlds, so they say. And I have to agree, if you're going to put a motor on there, I would prefer to use a semi V-hull. But what happens is when you get something this sexy on the front of that boat without no motor in the back, it damn near comes out of the water. Matter of fact, the ass end does come out of the water. And I'm telling you, I about ate pond water that day. And I quickly realized that I had a problem. and so I said, well, I can't really take this out until I get a motor for the back, so kind of offset some of that weight. And yeah, I did some dealing with the devil, and he knows who he was. And got a motor, but I'm happy with it. I can't say anything bad about that motor. It's probably one of the best running little motors I've ever owned. And yeah, wish it was a little bigger. I mean, that, you know, I was going to try to find a 9.9 to put on the back of it, not only for weight but for speed. And actually the guy that Michael Lopez built his little 12-foot, he has a 15 horse 4-stroke Merc on the back of it, so I know it'll handle it. But you know, there's always that what if, you know, you don't know how well it'll actually do. But that's a lot of weight. But now I know why he puts that big motor on the back of it, so it sits its ass in the water while you're up on the front. And that's probably something I'm gonna look forward to doing down the road if I keep this little boat, if I don't upgrade and get a bigger boat, you know, whatever it may be. But I probably definitely will be trying to look for a different motor. But guys, I got out here, like I said, put the motor on there, which it took me about a month to get. Fuel tank, damn fuel tank brand new is $50, and the hose to hook the damn thing up is $40, so it was another $100. It just the finances just kind of slowed me down a little bit, guys. That's the main reason, and the rain, the weather. But here we are now. I will say this much: even with the motor on the back, it still is a little rocky. I tend to want to fish towards the back of and almost a little bit in the middle, right where the live well is. That's actually a really good comfortable casting spot. Of course, I have the key fob that can control the trolling motor, or I can put the pedal back. It's really stable there with one person. Two people, it doesn't matter where you're at. It's stable as it's going to be for having, you know, two full-size grown men in there. But yeah, I have had two people in this boat, and guys, I really don't have any complaints. I was really shocked when I put it in the water to see how high it set for a wood frame. Now, this thing actually has two ports on the other side. One is a bilge pump and one is a live well discharge. And I was so scared when I can remember when I was building this, and actually there were some people that commented like, dude, that's getting awful close to where the water's going to set on your boat. And I really stepped back and was like, oh my God, it probably really is. Those ports are about 10 to 11 inches out of the water with me in it. Like, it's not even close. Like, I can't believe how high this boat floats. But guys, I'm so tickled. Hopefully we can get out here and do some fishing, maybe catch a fish, show you how the live well works. We may not be able to catch a fish. This pond has actually been really down. I'd say the fish in it is really stressed out. We've gotten so much rain. This pond was actually 6 foot down. Like, I mean, when I mean 6 foot down, it was low. And I haven't really been catching a whole lot of fish when I come out here, but there are a few biting here and there. They're finally starting to come back, and hopefully we can catch a fish, run the motor a little bit, show you the trolling motor, get some aerial footage, and talk about some of the things that I want to change, or I would have changed, done differently, just in case you all are building one. Some things to think about. But guys, let's go fishing. Goes about 6 to 7 miles an hour. That's about as fast as this little 4.5 Evinrude wants to go. But like I said, damn good running motor. Damn good running motor. But there's a couple things I want to talk about, guys. There's some pros and cons that I want to go over as we do a little fishing. One thing is, I kind of made a mistake and didn't even realize it. The mistake being, I kind of wish I had put the live well towards the rear of the boat. One thing that I was so worried about when building this boat was, you know, how will the weight affect the boat? How well will it sit down in the water? All this good stuff. And now that I have built this boat, I kind of wish I had put the live well in the rear. Basically where I'm sitting at right now. Just for that weight, for when I'm up front, it would have been a lot better. But, you know, we kind of made alterations to this boat to make it to where it's fishable. It's pretty balanced. That's another huge thing. And, you know, that's probably one of the most, probably the highest thing I wish I had done, you know, differently. The rest of the boat, other than the length and the width, I wouldn't change nothing else. Matter of fact, I was telling somebody the other day that the wood frame, I don't even mind it. Like it's not that bad. It's really stable, really, you know, sound, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Really sturdy. And you know, guys, everybody talks about how, you know, it'll rot, it'll do this. Now you got to remember also, this is pressure treated wood. That's different than most of your builds. I chose to do that by accident and ended up being a huge benefit for me. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the wood frame on this boat. And I'm just, overall, for the amount of money I've got into it, which I think the other day me and one of my friends, or maybe me and my wife were even talking, I think I've only got around $1,500–$1,600 in the whole build. And that's the motor. That's the $800 trolling motor up front. The motor in the rear, the supplies to build it, the wood, the carpet, just stuff like that. You know, it's not really that bad of a build. If I was to build a 16-footer, obviously it'd be a whole lot cheaper because I would keep the trolling motor off of this one and put it on that one. And yeah, things would be a little bit cheaper. So, guys, I can't say anything else about the boat that I haven't already told you all. I'm really pleased with it, really happy with it. I hope to do a lot more fishing videos out of it. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to film out of it. It's not been the easiest thing because, you know, obviously it's a small boat and you only got so much space, and yeah, that sums it up. But hopefully in the future I can make some more videos out here on the water with it, and just, you know, enjoy it. Enjoy what I built. Take my boy out, take my girl out, and do some fishing. I really look forward to that. Ooh, well, got us one. I was actually throwing a crappie rig while I was sitting here talking to you guys, and trying to see if there's any crappie biting, but don't look like they are. Hey, it's a start. I don't care. It's a start. Alright, guys, well, I hate to end it on that note, but at least I'm ending it on a caught fish. Because that's all I can catch right now, are these little ones. But so be it. We'll oh, well, almost got another one. I've got a bluegill. But guys, that's all I got. Until the next video, we'll see you.